Hi, my name is Limor Weber, and I'm a designer for Faber-Castell Design Memory Craft. And today I'm going to show you some fun techniques with our brand new Gelatos Double Scoop, our Stamper's Big Brush Pen, and the Glass Bead Glitter Gel, so a combination of 3 different mediums. What we're going to do is a really fun watercolor technique. We're going to take our Gelatos Double Scoop and we're going to apply them right onto, this is a stamping block that you all should have at home, and if you don't, you can use a piece of glass that you may have. And you're going to apply 3 colors. You can apply 4, it really doesn't matter. And you actually don't have to apply them in the order that I do it. You can do it very randomly, almost like a jelly printing plate, if you will. Apply it just like so. You can add some to the top, and what's really fun is that the gelatos get activated by the water. And so we're going to give it a quick spray. And what I like to do is I like to blend it with my finger just a little bit. So if there's any big chunks, because I put a ton of gelatos on there, they kind of get dissolved, just like so, just a little bit. Once it's nicely activated, I'm going to take a piece of watercolor paper. However, you can use cardstock or any paper that you may have at home. And you're going to place it down, and then you're simply going to just press. Okay, just like so, and maybe some water may seep on the side. That's totally okay. It's just part of the technique, and it's part of the gelatos blending together with the water. You're then going to lift your paper, and you're going to end with a really fun watercolor effect. What I love to do is I love to almost continue to create more of a watercolor effect on my paper by applying it down one more time. And I do that several times until I get the look that I want. So I'm going to do that a couple more times, and once I get the look that I want, I'm going to come right back. So off camera, I actually grabbed another color, and the reason I did that was because I found the pink wasn't quite as bright as I wanted it to be, because it's all about personal preference. So I did grab the metallic Mellon to make it a little bit more vibrant, and check out the beautiful effect that it created. It blended with all those colors, and it just gave it a little pop. This is the effect that you'll get using watercolor paper. You might get a little bit of a different texture if you use a different type of paper. It just depends what you use. The next thing that you want to grab is a stamp, your favorite stamp. And the Stamper's Big Brush Pen are so fun for this technique. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one, and I'm going to create almost a 2-tone effect, and I'm just going to actually apply it like so. Now I know this image is really large and it's not necessarily going to fit on my entire page, but that's okay. And then I'm going to take a little bit of my green to create a second shade. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp this right onto my page. And I always love to give them a quick little huff, just in case it dries out really quick. Once it's nice and huffed, I go ahead and I give it a nice quick stamp. You're going to go ahead and lift, and you're going to get a really fun watercolory effect on your page. Now, if you want it to be a little bit more vibrant, what you want to do is you can go ahead with your Stamper's Big Brush Pen, and of course you can go over those lines. Now, I prefer this watercolor effect, so I actually like that. And then you're going to take your Glass Bead Glitter Gel. You're going to open that up, and you're going to take a brush. Now, I like to create little effects onto my page. So you're going to take a little brush, and on those little dots, you're literally going to apply. You're going to grab just a tiny bit, and you're going to apply the spackle, the Glass Bead Glitter Gel, I'm sorry, right in those dots. And you can even get right in those lines. And all this does is it creates a little bit of texture, and once it's dry, it'll be nice and shimmery. And the effect that it will look like is like this. Now with this one, what I did go ahead and do is I didn't want that watercolor effect, so I went ahead with my Stamper's Big Brush Pen later, and I went around the edges a little bit to make it a little bit brighter. But it's all about personal preference. And once it dries, you get that beautiful glittery effect onto your card. Now if you take a look at the other card on the side, you'll notice I didn't use the Glass Bead Glitter Gel. However, I used that same technique of the gelato background, as well as stamping with another stamp and coloring it inside.